I think that any reasonable Republican knows that things like gender dysphoria exist.
Wait, then
and
why
we
are
can
they
have
passing so
empathy.
much legislation in like 30 different states to try to ban it?
Because we can accept that it exists, and we can still allow people who are adults to make their own choices without it harming children who do not have the capacity to be able to make those choices. That's where most of the legislation is coming from.
Yeah, but as somebody who's trans at 18, did they not know they were trans at 14?
Yeah, but there's also people who are trans at 14 who grow out of it. So I think that it's a safer bet to make people wait. You will transition when you are an adult, like many people have before.
Once you're older, it becomes a lot harder for you to develop and change your physique, your voice. When you're younger is honestly the best way to do it.
Should we really be prioritizing aesthetics over people's mental health? Between 60 to 90% of people who identify this will outgrow it.
Okay,
with
hold on.
time.
These numbers get cited all the time. That is absolutely not true. When you talk about desistance, you're talking about people that identify feelings of dysphoria at some point in their life and then go on to not have those feelings. That's not people who have begun treatment who then change their mind. The numbers for the people that begin treatment even prior to being 18 years old and then desist out of that treatment is like less than 1%.
Then why is... Sorry.
Then why is what? There are a lot of people on Twitter complaining about it, or
there's more detransitioners now than ever before.
And there's more everybody now.
Okay,
That's called the growing population.
Let me just say,
your prefrontal cortex isn't even developed until you're 25.
Right.
So why are you making those decisions?
Because prefrontal cortex has nothing to do with identifying the gender you are, and also it's past 25. That doesn't finish film until you're like 30 plus. But that's not relevant. The point is that if you're a parent and you have a child and they have a doctor, the medical decisions that you make should be between the three of you. The crazy thing is that when you look at study after study after study after study, it seems like the people that are regretful or have issues with their transition is still less than 1%. So while I respect the fact that Tucker Carlson or whatever other brain conservative pundit that you consume is saying there's all these issues, as a percentage of all the people that seek that healthcare, it seems to be fairly effective. Is it perfect? No. So we should continue to iterate on the process. But I care way more about what a doctor has to say about that than a conservative pundit who's obsessed with the relationship between me and my child.
Well, the problem is that even in the medical world and professional world, things become politicized, and sometimes people do not always operate within the best interest because they're trying to be politically correct. And that is unfortunate.
A doctor's there to make money. You think I'm not going to make more money by doing this surgery than I'm not doing it?
It's a lot.
Okay,
it's
a business. I sell insurance.
Medical operations for children?
It's a business. It is a business.
So no more
healthcare
tonsillectomies,
is
no more
worst.
I mean,
biggest
Go ahead,
industry
Angela.
in
Go
America.
ahead.